year, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, his first appearance actually was 6 innings, 64 pitches. That was actually in relief. He's thrown 40 pitches twice, 4 innings twice, 3 innings twice as well. In his career, though, he has made 43 major league starts, so he's got some length in it.
He's 3-0 right now out of the gate against Tyler Freeman. Freeman 2 for 5 last night in the Rockies' 10-4 loss. 4 for 8 in the series.
You rattled me with the B word that you said early. Browns. You know me. I'm not a fan there. So
that's right.
You don't like the helmet?
Steeler fan. And that's a called strike at the top of the zone. So it's 3-2. I went by there today. Been by there in the past. Great statue of Jim Brown.
Yep.
And this is top to Ramirez, who sets his feet early and gets a little help at first from Carlos Santana to retire Tyler Freeman. Here's the Guardians. And Hedges behind the plate. Tovar fires at the first fastball. It was center cut. Allard, as you can see by the radar readings, not going to blow you away.
No, fastball average velocity is 90.3 miles per hour. There's nothing in the repertoire that's a big swing and miss. He's just one of those guys, you got to see the baseball. You got to let the baseball travel. You can't try and go get it.
No, like last night with Logan Allen. You just have to dial down your effort.
No, we talked about the velo, so we'll take a look at the pitch mix. 4-seam fastball. Powered by Google Cloud.
And this is hitting the air to center field. Martinez will drift a little bit toward right center. He's a little more of a significant win tonight than last night.
I saw during batting practice today, guys trying to hit the ball to center. It was getting beat back. So, not quite sure how the jet stream works here. I'm not super familiar with if it blows out to right field or if you can get it in the air to left.
Yeah, I definitely don't have enough experience to know.
Hunter Goodman takes a strike. Hunter owns a home run in the series and nearly another one. He doubled off the very top of the left field wall in that 9th inning on Monday. The Rockies won 8-6 on Monday. 2 strikes on Goodman. He was held hitless last night.
Spilly, Allard's a guy you would probably face before I would. He's the kind of guy who you get yourself out, don't you think?
Yes. Well, he's the type of hitter that you have to remind yourself, the fastball is not going to beat me, so let me let it get it deep.
Yeah, I would think if he's a guy that you're trying to pull, you're working right into his game plan. 1-2 on Hunter. And he goes off speed. He strikes out Goodman. So it's a 1-2-3 start for Allard. Kyle Freeland to the Progressive Field. Brian Rocchio and Austin Hedges, and the first pitch of the night at 87 is in there for Kyle Freeland. I'm going to tell you straight up, Kyle, making his 20th start of the year, is under the weather. He is not feeling good. But I think you all know how Kyle is wired. He is going to go out no matter what and try to perform.
Yeah, it's saying on the board he's thrown back-to-back changeups, Sully. I do not think those have been changeups. I think that's his fastball, sitting right around 88 miles an hour. Give you an idea of the pitch usage for Kyle.
Here's the center fielder, Angel Martinez. And that pitch a little bit outside. Kyle felt so poorly yesterday, he came to the ballpark, and Warren Schaefer took one look at him and said, get out of here.
Yeah.
And sent him back to the hotel.
Go home, get some rest. You got to pitch tomorrow. There's a lot of examples of guys when you pitch, when you don't feel great, you just kind of go on to autopilot, right? And you're not thinking about anything but how you feel. And I think for Kyle, it can be an asset. It's good to see him pitching out of the windup. That tells me that they were able to locate the issue.
Oh, that was...
Yeah, called strike.
A called strike. Okay, for a second, I thought he was like, it's outside. That was Bruce Dreckman behind the plate. 2-1 on Martinez. Yeah, that's a good pitch. He drove that down. Boy, I don't remember Dreckman indicating strikes that way. Has he always done that?
Yeah, I mean, and he's got, if you notice, he's got the
thing
straps on his, yeah, where he's calling them right there. I remember the Tampa series. He was there as well, doing it in the Tampa series.
Kind of with a backhand, it's a little different. Kyle, deep breath, 2-2 with one out. There's a good breaking ball, and the sidearm flip across the diamond from Orlando Arcia. Two guy, Jose Ramirez coming up, the Rockies. Absolute cannon, no matter where his arm slot is.
Sneaky cannon too. It's, I mean, the league knows, but if you just came and watched the game, you'd be like, oh my God, he's taking too much time, and then he'd whip it across.
I'm watching Kyle. I mean, he is very slow and deliberate today.
And you can just, look at his face. That's pitch called the ball, so it's 1-1. You can just tell he still doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's not going to be one of those fast tempo, watch him jump off the mound on a ball, anywhere near him.
Two balls and a strike on Jose Ramirez. Ramirez in from the right side. A couple of borderline pitches, unfortunately, did not go Kyle's way. Two and two. Ramirez was 2 for 5, scored a couple runs yesterday. Was held hitless in the game on Monday. He was intentionally walked. And that ball is lifted to left field and deep, and it's off the top of the wall. Ramirez knows his home ballpark. He was running hard the whole way. He's in his second with a double. Billy, do me a favor. You're quick. Look up at some point here how many places that's a home run, because that is a tall wall. Took a home run away from Hunter Goodman the other day.
Yeah, 21st double of the season for Ramirez. It is a back foot slider that's pretty well located, but you can see Ramirez take his head down to it, beat it to the spot, and he knows the ballpark well enough that he can't take it easy and gets to second base standing up.
Here's David Fry.
Still waiting for the numbers to load up. I will tell you that velocity is down for Kyle across the board, which makes a lot of sense, right? He's not feeling well. About 3 miles an hour.
Well, our man Nick Helling in the truck beat you to the information.
19.
Yeah, very good, Billy. 19 parks, that's a home run. This is fouled off, 2 strikes.
Nick might have beat me to it, but I beat you to saying it.
You did. You did.
That's because Drew, like Kyle tonight, is a little deliberate.
Be deliberate. 2 outs. Ramirez at second. Scoreless in the first inning. The 2 on Fry. Nola with the good block. This ball's really well hit to left, and this one's going to get out. 2-run home run for David Fry, his 5th of the year.
It's not quite in enough, and Fry shortcuts it. Hits it out for the 5th homer of his season.
Right after Kyle threw that pitch, he walked down the slope and had his hands on his knees.
And this ball's driven to left center field. It's going to drop in front of Beck for a single for Carlos Santana. So double, 2-run homer, and a single. And here's the reaction of Freeland after that ball went out.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much the reaction of the ball going out, other than he's
grinding.
He is grinding hard.
But it's, you know, it's the Midwest and it's humid.
Yeah.
Arias at the plate.
Oh, and there's a couple challenges for the Rockies today. You know, with Tyler Kinley getting traded earlier, the Rockies do not have an extra man in the bullpen. So they are an arm short in the bullpen. Warren Schaefer did feel confident with the day off tomorrow that his bullpen will be able to get enough length if needed.
2-0.
Just by the body language, I'm going to say it's needed. You know what I mean? He's gonna empty his tank, whatever's in it.
Yeah, you don't have to have a doctorate in internal medicine to just visually look at him. And, you know, we were around him the last 2 days.
Yeah.
As I said yesterday, he went home. Today, when I chatted with him on the way to the ballpark briefly, he didn't feel much better.
Yeah.
But this is who he is. He's going to go out because it's his turn. And he's going to do everything he can to help his teammates. But right now, it's a struggle. 2-2 on Arias. And this is lobbed into shallow left, and a diving catch is made by Beck. Well, that'll help out Kyle Freeland a little bit. That's a fine play by Beck. 12th of the year. Beck will lead off, warming Bernabel on deck against Colby Allard. Rubber game of this 3-game set. The Rockies lost 2 of 3 in Baltimore after winning on Friday night. They won Monday night here in come-from-behind fashion. They hope to do the same thing on this Wednesday. Here's what Beck's home run looked like last night, Sully.
Yeah, he took a backdoor slow slider the opposite.
Beck chases up and out of the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Allard. The Rockies have done a pretty good job, Spilly, controlling the strike zone from a swing and miss standpoint in this series. In fact, they struck out only 4 times on Monday. Last night, the strikeout total was 7, but that's still somewhat modest, especially for a team that struck out more than any club in baseball. This is popped up by Bernabel left side. 2 outs.
She also had 2 starters in Allen and technically a starter with Allard, who are not huge strikeout rate guys. Allard has a 5.1 strikeouts per night.
Who wants tacos, fans? When the Rockies score 7 in a game, you know the drill. Go to your Colorado Taco Bell locations the following day between 4 and 6 to pick up your Rockies taco special. Tyro Estrada is at the plate. Tyro had yesterday off. 2-0.
I've been watching Kyle Freeland this entire half inning, and he does not look like he's getting any better. It's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, he looks so uncomfortable that you wonder how sustainable it is.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not 95 Baltimore heat humidity, but it is humid, isn't it, Spilly?
It is. And he'll be sweating.
You know, the Rockies, 3 strikeouts in 2 1-2-3 innings against Colby Allard. Nolan Jones. Nolan's had a solid series against his former club, and he's going to roll this to first. hand out for Bernabel.
Kyle just got, whether he has cramps, I mean, this is not good.
Yeah. He's bent over right now at first base.
Yeah, again, I don't know if, and here comes a trio from the Rockies dugout. Warren Schaefer, along with the Rockies. You know, you feel so awful that maybe you don't pick up your feet. And
Or you're
who knows
just dehydrated.
What. Yeah. Ryan Rocchio at the plate.
If you want to know about the fortitude of Kyle Freeland, all you got to do is watch what he's doing right now. Out there with his teammates.
That has never, ever been in question. This is lined to deep left center field. Getting back and making the catches back. 2 outs. Austin Hedges, the veteran catcher, will stride to the plate.
Well, even to give you an idea of, you know, the umpires' respect. I was watching the umpires. They weren't checking Kyle because they don't want to come in close proximity to him.
Foul tip, 0-1. Cleveland won last night 10-4 behind a 15-hit attack. And they scored runs in the first 6 innings. Every player in the starting lineup ended up with a knock. Been a long time since they've done that, huh?
42 years.
Almost as old as you all. Running it down is Tovar, stealing a hit from Austin Hedges. Kyle makes his Rockies looking for their first base runner. Brett Doyle at the plate, leading off the third inning. 2-run home run from David Fry in the first inning against Kyle Freeland. We've seen the Rockies chase that below average heater up in the zone and out of the zone a couple times already in the game. Allard was originally a first-round pick, the 14th pick overall. Kyle's got some cold towels down his neck. Allard, 2015, of high school in San Clemente, California. 14th overall to the Braves. Never reached stardom, more of a journeyman, former starter, now working in the pen and not really in a high leverage type of situation either. And that's strike three. Maybe a half a baseball outside, but called a strike by Dreckman. That's 4 strikeouts for Allard already.
And the fastball just is one of those that you can see it so well that you try and trust yourself, but right there, unfortunately, Bruce Dreckman goes against Brenton Doyle. And for Allard, he's probably in the long relief role typically, right? He's got lots of 2 innings, 3 innings of work. First time through, 255. Second, third time, it really jumps up over an 800 OPS, both of those. 291 batting average in both.
1-1 on Arcia. Orlando was 1 for 4 last night. 4-2 homestand to begin the second half for the Rockies. If they can win tonight, it would be a 3-3 road trip. Schaefer's team, saying this for a while, they've by and large played much better. There have been some hiccups, as there always are, even for the best teams in the league, but for the most part, the defense is cleaned up. One thing that is without question you're getting every night are big-time efforts up and down that lineup, and for 9 innings. Boy, I don't know what it is about Allard, but he's striking guys out like he's Sandy Koufax right now with a different arsenal. It's a lot of off-speed stuff and below the radar, typically fastball.
Yeah, but there's carry to the fastball. It's right around 18 inches of induced vertical break, so it's holding plane. He's pitching on the edges.
Well, again, coming in, he had 23 strikeouts and 41 in the third, so all of that is well and good, but 5 strikeouts in the first 8 hitters, 4 of the last 5. And he's ahead quickly, 0-2 on Austin Nola.
Yeah, he hadn't had more than 3 strikeouts in a game coming into today.
One and two. That could have been strike 3, obviously. 2-2. center field, Martinez will make the catch, and 3 innings, the Rockies without a base runner against Colby Allard. Kyle Freeland in the 3rd inning will face Stephen Kwan in the top of the order, and he hits this ball to shallow right. Tyler Freeman comes on, and 1 pitch, Kwan is retired. The Rockies do have Jaden Hill now warming up just in case, as Kyle tries to battle his way through this illness.
I imagine, though, with Jaden getting a little bit warm, the max for Kyle is 1 more inning after this. If he's able to be quick and efficient through this inning, they might let him go back out for the 4th.
Martinez takes a strike on the outside corner. Grounded to Arcia's first time up. Orlando's still kind of even with the bag. Mindful of a potential bunt attempt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to bunt with Kyle, clearly.
Yeah, good points, Billy. All's fair in competition, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you see a weakness and an opportunity to try to get on base to score a run, you do whatever it takes.
The irony is most teams would never bunt against Freeland because he may be one of the 2 or 3 best fielding pitchers in baseball and one of the most athletic starting pitchers in baseball. So that's normally a no-no with Kyle on the mound. 3-1. Now to play, 3-2. Well, things starting to heat up as we rapidly approach tomorrow's trade deadline. It's like Johan Duran has gone from Minnesota to Philadelphia. This ball's lined to center field. Doyle goes back, and he has the baseball 2 outs, and it looks like Ryan Helsley of the Cardinals is going to New York, as in the Mets. 2 outs. Jose Ramirez will walk to the plate. Jose hit a double off the top of the wall that preceded the home run by David Fry in the 1st inning.
Yeah, it's a flurry of relievers. Tyler Rogers was traded earlier to the Mets. Caleb Ferguson from the Pirates was acquired by the Mariners.
Like the reliever market was going to be very, very active. It's a lot easier to trade relievers than it is position players and starting pitchers.
0-1 on Jose Ramirez, 0-2 on Jose Ramirez. And if you missed this somehow earlier today, we were talking about it in the open of our broadcast. The Rockies traded Tyler Kinley, who spent the last 6 years in a Rockies uniform and was the leader of that bullpen down there. He was a great mentor. He was traded to Atlanta earlier today for Austin Smith, right-handed reliever. He dominated high A this year for the Braves and is now in Double A. Got a real good arm, averaging better than a strikeout per inning pitched. Here's the 1-2. And a hard shot, beautiful pickup by Tovar, and Ramirez is out at first base. Great pickup by Tovar. Somehow Kyle Freeland has retired 7 in a row.
Bat, so I think you guys at home can do that math and make your decision, but choose wisely.
So top of the order, the Rockies looking for their first base runner with Freeman, Tovar, and Goodman. And a bunt attempt that goes foul by Tyler.
For Allard, he's thrown 40 pitches, 70% strikes. On the first 9 hitters, 8 of them got to 2 strikes. Think about that.
And there's your hit as the Rockies' Tyler Freeman becomes their first base runner. Kobe Allard had to dive out of the way.
Purple rain coming at him.
A changeup that's elevated. Freeman takes it right back at him. We always talk about trying to spin the pitcher's cap. Well, that was almost very literal.
5th hit in the series.
Yikes.
Whoa. Hello. Matt Festa is up for Cleveland, and this is in the air to shallow left. Quan will make the catch, and Ezekiel's retired. That'll bring up Hunter Goodman. There's Festa.
And Jaden Hill is still throwing right behind, so I imagine...
Yeah, Kyle's dad, Warren gave him not quite a handshake.
Well, actually, they're going to make that change right now. Stephen Vogt said, all right, we saw you get Goodman the first time. Error and would score on a warming Bernabel double later in the inning. And Goodman chases up and in, 0-1.
And Festa features a fastball, slow slider, and a cutter. And 16 of his 25 strikeouts have come versus that slower slider.
Freeman takes off. The throw got him. Austin Hedges. The Rockies will not challenge. Strikes on Hunter. Home run and a double on Monday night. Got off the base paths yesterday. And a strikeout, and that's all for the Rockies in the fourth inning. Rockies trailing 2-0, middle of fourth. Just 5 ball games this year at the big league level for Jaden.
2 since being recalled, both scoreless. He threw yesterday in the ball game as well. Pitched an inning, gave up no hits, but punched 1 and walked 1.
Here's the 2-0, and that's off the plate, 3-0.
I mean, just looking at the scorecard for Warren Schaefer, trying to manage today's game is going to be difficult because Jimmy Herget pitched yesterday too. Same with Shivi.
And a 4-pitch walk to David Fry. Now, Kyle Freeland, we told you, he was sent home yesterday. The last 7 hitters he faced.
Yeah, just a gutty performance. I'd say 1 bad pitch, and either way, though, I mean, when your teammates see you out there fighting like that, they're trying to fight back for you, and now it's on the other 24 that are here to try and win a ball game for Kyle.
I mean, you can always tell certain days where you wake up, you know you're not feeling great, you just want the day to be over. Can't imagine Kyle's got to be in the training room just ready to sleep.
2 strikes on Santana. We went over some of the numbers for Santana in his career. Carlos is 39, but, you know, well over 1,000 RBIs, well over 300 homers. In fact, he has 1,126 RBIs. This has not hit that hard. And there's only 1 play for Estrada. That's DeHill getting over there. Bernabel had dove, so he was no longer involved. He had a 2-run single in the Guardians' victory last night. And he hooks this to left for a base hit. Fry is going to get a stop sign at third from Rugelis Odor. First and third, 1 out.
Approaching the plate now for the right fielder, Nolan.
A slider that's just a backup spinner. And Arias hits it out to left. I thought Jordan Beck did a really good job getting to this quickly so that he could hold Fry at third base. You see he had possession of the ball before Fry gets to third.
Nolan Jones fouls off 95 above his belt, so it's 0-1 on Nolan. Nolan 2 for 3. Drove in a run last night, a double, also was hit by a pitch. Runner takes off, throw goes through, and safe as Tovar snuck up to take that throw from Nola and did not get the tag on Arias. That's the 4th stolen base for Gabriel.
Arias got a good jump on Hill, who did the high leg kick. I thought Nola had a chance, but I think Toby was kind of caught in between of whether or not Fry was going to try and come home. So he got himself in early and just couldn't get the tag on.
No.
2-1. I'll let you guys describe this. At the big league level, the infielder who's covering has to read on a 1st and 3rd situation whether the runner at third is going to break, and then he's going to shorten the distance himself. A lot of times at the amateur level, both at which, is risky because then there's big holes, but both are going to come, and one is going to be at the bag and the other is going to cut in front.
Right, but at the major league level, Ezekiel's trying to make the read on Fry as he comes in to take that throw. Unfortunately, they'll walk Nolan there, but he's got to make a choice, and I think he went about a half step too far in towards the catcher and towards the mound, so he wasn't able to get that tag on. If he was a half step back, I think he might have been able to get the hip of Arias sliding in.
I also don't think the throw had enough on it to sit back.
So the bases are loaded now for Brian Rocchio. One out. And that's in the air to deep enough left field that Beck's going to throw the ball toward third. Coming home with the third run is David Fry. Rocchio's 22nd RBI makes it 3-0.
That was just a good team at bat by Rocchio. He did that last night where he moved a guy up from second to third with nobody out, a little chopper ground ball to second. Here he just gets a pitch elevated that he could get that sac fly to left.
Managers, hitting coaches love to see that early in a count because that proves that the intent was there to do your job from the outset of the at-bat as opposed to, let me wait till maybe there's, a strike or two before I...
Yeah, like taking a shot at hitting a ball out of the ballpark.
Right.
No low count where he could have gotten a little too big, popped it up, fouled it off.
Hedges at the plate outside, 1-1. So you hear dugouts at every level, right? Yell, do your job, from the outset. And obviously Rocchio did that. Arias at second, Jones at first with 2 outs and a run in. This is big hop for Tovar, and Ezekiel will finish the inning by throwing out Austin Hedges. We go to the 5th, 3-0 Guardians. Bullpen day for Cleveland. It's Jacob Junis. And his first pitch misses down low, ball 1 on Jordan Beck. Beck, strikeout victim in the second. Kobe Allard went 3 1/3. Just 1 hit. Struck out 5, didn't walk a batter.
And for Junis, it's a slider, sinker, changeup mix. Has the occasional four-seam fastball in there.
It's always a challenge when a team starts these bullpen games because you're never get a chance to really sink in against one guy. You know, Jordan Beck might face 4 different pitchers tonight.
Yeah, it's tough to get in a rhythm. It's where you really get to rely on the iPads that are in the dugout to get your eyes on them.
And that pitch missed by a bunch, and that's another strikeout. The Rockies have struck out 7 times already as Warming Bernabel comes up.
Well, Spilly told you he was in second place on those extra base hits. Now we're going to get a look at him. His first major league home run, backed up by his second.
First pitch strike. So this afternoon, the commissioner, Rob Manfred, was in town. He's meeting with every team throughout the course of the summer, and he met with the Rockies this afternoon, and one of the individuals with them was the great Albert Pujols, and an opportunity to visit with Albert for a little bit, and he made mention unsolicited of Warming Bernabel, who he's worked with down in the Dominican, and he was just singing his praises about how good a hitter he is and how good a hitter he will be at this level. And that's a pretty good authority on hitting.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Dominican. Well, I mentioned last night that he's from the same small town as Jose Ramirez in Bani, Dominican Republic, as is Eric Ibar, Luis Castillo, and Miguel Tejada. There's some talent coming out of there.
Yeah,
I guess so, huh? Miguel Tejada, we haven't talked about him in a while. What a fabulous player. 1-2 on Bernabel.
I did go talk to Bernabel about his relationship with Albert, and Albert managed him in winter ball. Worked with him a little bit on his swing. So I asked him, I was like, who's your favorite player watching? And he told me it was Alex Rodriguez.
Two. And Bernabel, big chopper and a good pickup by the other kid from Bonnie. Bernabel thrown out by Ramirez. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Thairo Estrada.
There's just nothing on a baseball field that Jose Ramirez doesn't do well. This is not as easy as he made it look. 2-hopper, and the second one is a short hop to his left. He starts with that glove low, keeps it down there. See right here, he'll track it all the way into the glove, follows it in. A good throw.
Center field and deep off the bat of Estrada, but not quite deep enough as it's gathered in by Martinez. And the Rockies, for the 4th time in 5 innings, Let's see the minimum hitters for the Rockies thus far.
And I got to imagine they want Juan Mejia to get multiple innings here if possible.
Cuts over the inside corner, a strike on Kwan. Kwan a pop out and a fly ball to right field. Stephen Kwan out of Oregon State. One of the great contact hitters in the game. He's got a little pop though, 9 home runs. There's rumors around everyone this time of year. I saw something written about Spilly earlier that he could be on the market also. I mean, that's how deep it runs.
I might have started that rumor, but it was like hope.
Yes.
You know, I was just seeing if I could get it out there. Stir the pot
out there in the
make
ether.
it happen.
Yeah, what could you trade a broadcaster for?
I want to say, was Harry Carey traded once? Am I making this up? Who was?
I have no idea.
2-2. Ground ball to short. Tovar. 1 out. Well, here's Spilly outside the purple. You know, when I see that, I
look so
immediately
happy.
think of a film. I think of Major League.
I like having.
You should have been in Major League, Spilly.
Yeah, Major League down in the bushes. I think they did do a Major League version of Down in the Farm. It was crazy. So I got traded from Columbus, a minor league trade to the Texas Rangers, and it was Chris Antonetti, the GM at the time, came and talked to me in Columbus and was like, "Hey, do you want to get traded to go to Texas?" And I was like, "I guess." And so it was Thad Levine. He was on the other side with the Rangers, and so Thad, obviously the connection to the Rockies. So I get traded, and years later, I always wondered because it was for cash considerations, and I had no idea. I just assumed it was like $50,000, $100,000.
Well, because you think your value is that high.
Have you ever been traded for cash considerations?
I was never even worth what you were traded for.
So I'm talking on radio, and Jim Duquette was like, "Spilly, you probably didn't get traded for anything." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" It was cash considerations. It had to be some money. It was like, "You probably got traded for $1." And I'm like, "What?" He was able to get Chris Antonetti on the phone and, in fact, tell me on air, which crushed my soul, that I, in fact, was traded for $1.
You had no soul.
But you know what?
Have no soul.
Spilly, you didn't tell the good part of that story. I mean, it wasn't just Texas who was interested. There were several other clubs that were interested, and they got in a bidding war, and Texas won.
For $1?
Yeah. Somebody offered a dime, got it up to a quarter.
Well, and the thing I was asking, I was like, okay, so does $1 actually transfer from Cleveland to Texas? Does somebody actually give $1 to the other team? And Duquette says no.
No, but they have to do that, right, to make it a legal transaction.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, do you send it via mail? Is it a
I'm just curious because we always like to have fun, and you know how the immense respect I have for you guys and for anybody who plays at this level. But in all seriousness, there's so many tough moments playing the game. What is your most embarrassing moment? Is that it as a big leaguer?
No, because I didn't know about it, and I was in the bushes anyways.
But either way, that means a team wanted him.
Not that badly.
No, but they did. Just means the Guardians didn't want him that badly.
Who said Spilly's only worth a dime?
I'm falling over like a.
Diamondbacks. Slider swung on and missed. Jacob Junis is ahead of Brenton Doyle 0-1. Brenton struck out looking his first time. Cleveland has faced the minimum so far. The only base runner, leadoff single in the 4th inning, Tyler Freeman. He was erased on a stolen base attempt. Rockies have struck out 7 times in the game. Their first 15 plate appearances. 1-2 on Doyle. Brenton 1 for 4 yesterday. No swing. They check it out with Nate Tomlinson. 2-2. Orlando Arcia.
Fans, join us at Coors Field for a Grateful Dead tribute concert after the game on Friday, August 1st. Purchase this special ticket package to get your limited edition Rockies Grateful Dead shirt. Visit Rockies.com/Grateful Dead to get your tickets now.
1 out, Orlando at the plate. He struck out his first time. Another slider, and that's in there for a strike. For the scouting report, you see a heavy dose of sliders. This is tapped up the line. Ramirez is not going to be able to field it. I don't think he would have had a play even if he did come up with that clean loop with the bare hand. So Arcia with an infield hit.
This is the benefit of the water being put on the field earlier, right in front of that mat, or in front of the plate, softened it up for Ramirez. Even if he fields it, there's just no way. Arcia was 3/4 of the way down the line by the time he actually got to the baseball.
Arcia had a huge grin with that base hit. He was looking at his buddies.
Nola hits this in the shallow right, and Rocchio chases it down. 2 outs. Top of the order again, Tyler Freeman. Tyler lined the ball back through the originator in the 4th for the Rockies' first hit. Billy, I know you like WRC Plus because it gives you an idea overall of a number of different areas where a guy is contributing offensively, and it's altered by ballpark as well. And 100 being league average. Coming into tonight, Tyler Freeman a 115 WRC plus. He's going to ground out on 1 hop here to end the inning. Rockies trailing 3-0, middle of 6. Manzardo, with the Rockies not having a lefty in the bullpen, he's going to take over in the 6th inning in the DH spot. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for Juan Mejia. 2nd inning work for Juan. One and 2 on Manzardo. Couple of home runs yesterday for Kyle. He also singled and walked. Kept poking at Stephen Vogt to put him in the ballgame tonight. He goes down to Mejia here, and that's the first strikeout of the night for the Rockies. Kyle went 3 innings, sick as a dog, didn't strike anyone out, hung in there as best he could. Jaden Hill threw an inning. Now Mejia's 2nd inning gets a strikeout on high heat at 98.
That's a well-executed top rail fastball. You can see the cut spin on it right there. And now Manzardo's going back to Vogt and saying, so, sorry.
Because he's Canadian, Drew.
Got it.
What does a Canadian do when it gets really cold outside? All right.
Single and a fly ball to left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good heater. 1 and 2. The Guardians, despite being 13-6 the last 19, with all that has transpired around their club, 2 relievers now, and most notably their closer, Emmanuel Clase, part of a probe by Major League Baseball into gambling and on paid leave. Many assume that the Guardians will be sellers here in the remaining hours before the trade deadline.
And I think the first game of this series, we saw an immediate impact, giving up 4 runs in that 9th inning.
He went, and that's the end of the inning. Great inning for Mejia. 1, 2, 3, a couple of strikeouts. We'll go to the
60.
Yeah, the Rockies have been limited to 2 hits. They have not touched second base in the game yet. They're 2 bloops and a blast from being even. Nick Enright is now on for the Guardians to face Tovar, Hunter Goodman, Jordan Beck, and hopefully others.
Now, we haven't seen Nick in this series. His pitch breakdown, 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball with the very, very occasional changeup.
Boy, the Rockies are in swing mode. I mean, there have been a lot of, and we know it's been an issue all year, chasing, but Spilly, they've chased at a ridiculously high level in this game. 1 and 2.
Usually you see that too when you have an active manager on the other side going to a bullpen game. You don't want to give these relievers a chance.
This is the 20th hitter for the Rockies, and 13 of the 20 have gotten to 2 strikes. The first 12 were all retired.
Three and 2 on Tovar. Tovar wastes that fastball on the inside corner. And this is line to left. Quan was cheating towards the gap, so he makes the catch.
Fans, University Days are back at Coors Field. Show your school pride for CU, Wyoming, and the Air Force Academy. This special ticket package includes a limited edition university-themed Rockies hat. Visit Rockies.com/themes to get your tickets.
Hunter's 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts as he steps in against Nick Enright. We mentioned earlier in the series last year, Stephen Vogt led the Guardians in his first year as a manager to 91 wins. He was the manager of the year in the American League. He had a really interesting career. He was never, initially, highly valued. In fact, he went to Azusa Pacific. He played summer ball in Colorado for the Fort Collins Foxes for a couple of years. He has really fond memories of the state of northern Colorado. And, he eventually makes it in his first stint in the big leagues with Tampa. He got 25 at-bats, did not have a hit, and then he moved on to his next organization. So I think he played for 7 teams. One of the teams he played for, he never got a hit for.
The team that drafted him.
The team that drafted him.
Yeah, he started his career 0 for 32, and his first hit was a home run off Joe Kelly.
And there is some irony to 0 for 32, first hit's a homer. His last plate appearance in the big leagues was at the Oakland Coliseum, and what did he do?
He homered.
He homered.
And I don't know if it was that at bat or that game, but it was pretty cool. His kids got to announce him coming to the plate as the batter. And I remember it was a really special moment for him where he got to look up, wave, get in the box.
3 and 2 on Hunter. Think of what you have to, how you have to persevere in this game. So Hunter a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Jordan Beck.
And back now for Colorado, number 27, Jordan Beck.
Now Beck tonight 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. Strike on Jordan with Warming Bernabell on deck. See if the Rockies can get something going here in the 7th already. Walking, flying by.
Did you just punch Drew in the arm, Sully?
No, he just gave me
The glare?
He gave me the glare. I love it. At the bottom of the zone, 1 and 2.
There's certain things we never talk about.
That would be at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
Yeah.
There's one thing the baseball gods do not like.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rain delay.
Yeah,
the 7-hour rain delay now.
They take away the off day tomorrow now.
Got an early morning flight, you know that. Heading to Amarillo. Popped up to right. Nolan Jones makes the catch, 2 outs.
Amarillo by morning?
Amarillo by morning.
Then something about San Antonio.
Who sang that?
I got that.
Spilly's the
I'm usually good
expert.
about it, but I don't have. I
You have all the country western.
Well, we'll all learn
Terry Stafford.
We'll all learn it tonight when we got plenty of time for tomorrow's Fuego.
And George Strait sang it.
Yeah, that sounds right. George Strait. 1-0 on Bernabel. Pop out, ground out.
If I remember, George Strait never wrote a song. He would just sing songs that were written for him.
Worked out pretty well for him.
Smart.
Good swing right there.
Yeah, he whipped the bat through the zone, 1 and 2. Couple homers, couple of doubles in his first week in the big leagues for Warming Bernabel. And another base hit for Warming. And now the Rockies will get the tying run to the plate in Tyro Estrada here in the 7th.
Well, after fouling off a really good pitch to hit, this is just perfect. Short, balanced, back through the middle. Watch him pick it up, put it down, stay in the center of the triangle. That's what you want to see. You asked for a couple of bloops and a blast, but how about a walk, a line drive, and a blast?
That'll work as well. Here's Estrada, strikeout and a fly ball to deep center. 0-1 on Tyro. Amid all of the injuries this year, most of them to his wrist, Tyro has hit 3 home runs. Ground ball to short. And Arias' throw a little bit high, but Santana comes off the bag, applies the tag to end the inning. Rockies had a walk and a hit. ball really well. Juan has faced 6 hitters, and he has retired all 6, 2 via strikeout. Nolan in the ball game, 0 for 1 and a walk. 2 in the first on a 2-run home run by David Fry against the ill Kyle Freeland. And then in the 4th inning, leadoff walk by Jaden Hill eventually would score. 1-2 on Nolan. Trying to recapture the grandeur of that season 2 years ago where he went 20-20.
In 4 months, by the way.
Yeah, it was not, 6 months of baseball. It was, as you said, it's only a little more than half the season. Mejia with his 3rd strikeout, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Brian Rocchio.
It's got that little natural cut to it.
High ball 1 from Mejia. Again, the Rockies made a trade late this afternoon. Tyler Kinley was sent to Atlanta. And the Rockies got Austin Smith back, a right-handed reliever who's in Double-A for the Braves. Throws hard, has produced more than a strikeout per inning pitched.
It's going to be strange about the deadline tomorrow. There's only 3 games. They're all day games.
I heard you say this on your radio show. This has popped up. Tovar going back, putting a hand out for his close friend, Brenton Doyle, and makes the catch. 2 outs. But I heard you say this on your radio show, Spilly. You really like the dugout hugs.
Yeah, we like the handshakes and hugs because if you imagine if your buddy gets traded tomorrow on your off day, you're not going to see him. You don't get to say goodbye.
I hate goodbyes.
I think it was more of an issue years ago. I mean, now pick up your phone, you FaceTime, you text.
Well, once he's on another team, they're pretty much gone to you forever. But it takes kind of takes kind of the fun out of seeing a scratch right before the game. Somebody coming off the field mid-game. We like that drama.
It had to be gut-wrenching for back in the day when they were the Indians. Spilly was traded to Round Rock. I mean, guy just trying to make a buck.
People just cheered.
They actually offered to drive me.
Didn't Cleveland have like an old VW bus at the time that they utilized for some of their more prized?
Yeah, he didn't get it.
It ran me over.
2-2. 97 off the plate. 3-2 on Austin Hedges. Boy, Mejia, that's 3 strong innings. And for Mejia, 4 strikeouts. He retired all 9. 3-0 on a pretty Wednesday night in Cleveland. Hunter Gaddis, who threw an inning on Monday night, gave up a solo home run to Hunter Goodman, is on board here in the 8th. Brent Doyle scheduled to hit. He's been called back for the left-handed hitting Mickey Moniak. As you know, one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball since June 1st. Didn't play last night because of the lefty starter for Cleveland. He went with Logan Allen. And then today, Colby Allard started. So Mickey has not participated since Monday, 0-1.
And for Hunter Gaddis, he threw on Monday, did give up an earned run on a home run.
Yeah, as we were talking about by Hunter, and that was huge because it was the Rockies that didn't get deflated, but they were up 3-0, all of a sudden down 5-3, and Hunter made it 5-4, and that kind of set the stage for the ninth.
And for Hunter Gaddis, it is a slider-heavy repertoire. It does have a four-seamer and a changeup as well.
Mickey, by the way, on Monday night, no hits, but he did have a sac fly in the big ninth inning. And Mickey lines this foul.
Hunter Gaddis was one of the 4 relievers a season ago with the Guardians that had over 70 appearances. This year he's at 47. You got to be durable.
And he goes upstairs, gets a strikeout of Moniak. I'll bring up Orlando Arcia.
This is that four-seam fastball at the top rail, holds its plane just above the strike zone.
Arcia has one of the 3 hits for the Rockies. An infield hit in the 6th inning. Tyler Freeman a hit in the 4th. Warming Bernabelt a hit in the 7th inning. The Rocky to reach base. A 1-out walk in the 7th to Hunter Goodman. Three hits for the Rockies, just 4 for the Guardians. Penn's done a nice job. And most notably, 3 tremendous innings from Juan Mejia. Mejia gets you excited about his presence pretty good, but about his future. I mean, it's a big arm.
Mature, steady heartbeat.
Yep, undaunted by whatever circumstance you place him in. Breaking ball down. It's amazing to me that there's still dekes without anyone on base. So you saw at least the feigned target of Austin Hedges up as if it's going to be a high rail fastball, and then ask for the ball in the dirt. Fastball's outside. Why is that, Sully?
Well, it's just in case maybe the on-deck hitter's giving a cue, or there's an audible sound sometimes if it's to the ground where a hitter can hear it. There's shadows where a hitter can see. Things that you can take a cue from.
That's a foul tip, and it's held. At this point of the evening, obviously, there's no shadows. I've heard that before, but it's kind of interesting. Hedges was still trying to deke.
Well, I mean, you can see Austin Nola's shadow. It's because of the lights. You can see, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Looking at it now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you can feel catchers moving inside, moving away. You can hear the crunch of their cleats.
This is a hard shot to third, and Ramirez takes extra bases from Austin Nola. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Gaddis. 3-0 Guardians, middle of
on the four-seam fastball.
Hit it if you can.
Nobody could.
And they could. So appearance number 33 this year for Victor Vodnik. Young man from east of Los Angeles. Proud papa. Congrats again to he and his wife. Baby girl arriving a few days back. Mickey's in center field for the Manning pinch hit for Brenton Doyle. Steven Kwan's 0 for 3. And this is to short, and Tovar with those short hands didn't come up with that on the backhand. That'll be a base hit.
Well, for Toby, he knows how Kwan can run, especially being on the left-hand side. Goes to make the backhand play. Eyes are down, so we know it's not that. Just maybe a little off hop as it gets close to the glove. Either way, he was going to have to rush it and probably wouldn't have had a play.
Here's Angel Martinez. Guardians up 3-0.
Be a noisy night for Steven Kwan. His name has been tossed in the last 24 hours as a potential trade chip for the Guardians, which is catching everybody by surprise.
Well, Guardians are 9 games out behind Detroit. Detroit's kind of righted the ship after a rough couple of weeks. Billy, they're winners of 3 in a row going into tonight. Get 9 games up, but in the wild card, it's congested. I understand that. The Guardians are on the outside looking in, just 3.5 back, and they have the easiest, on paper, the easiest remaining schedule in the American League.
But I think with the situation with Emmanuel Clase, it kind of made them realize, listen, like, if we're not in a position with the back end of our bullpen, that we've got to be able to listen on some of these players, that we might be able to make ourselves better in 2026.
Swung on and missed, so Vodnik strikes out Martinez.
Well, for Victor, he saw what Juan Mejia was doing with the fastball, says, I got one of those too. 98, dials it up, top rail. Martinez can't catch up.
And now Jose Ramirez, who doubled in the first, 1 for 3 tonight. I think to Sully's point, that situation with Clase really forced the hand of Cleveland's front office.
And Shane Bieber's name is in the mix too.
Yeah, he threw yesterday his 4th rehab coming off Tommy John. He threw 4 innings in Double-A just down the road in Akron. Struck out 7. Fastball sitting around 94. Had command of his entire arsenal.
I think the interesting part with Bieber is a contract, because he has a player option on $16 million next year, so he can choose to accept it or not. And if he gets traded, he still has that option. If he pitches well, he's obviously going to decline it. So there's some financial implications with that one.
And this ball is lined to center field. It's going to drop. Going first to third is Kwan. That was a great hitter's base hit, Corey Sullivan.
Yeah, I mean, we've watched Ramirez here for 3 nights now, and whether it's on defense or at the plate, he does something every single night. He made a backhand play to end the top of the 8th, and then here just gets that elevated fastball. But look at the body effort. He tones everything down, and he's just trying to fight that off into the off gap, which is what he did. Enabled Kwan to go first, third.
You guys love breaking down swings, and you do it on a nightly basis. And I want to get your feedback on Jose, because one of the phrases that really irks me, and the fact that Ramirez strikes out 10% of the time, well out in front of that group. Cody Bellinger, that one jumps off the page of me because we saw him when he came up, and obviously great talent with the Dodgers. And that's a base hit to center field. That's going to drive home Quan. Kyle Manzardo is going to send Ramirez to third, and it's 4-0 Cleveland.
They want that pitch up and away, and it is just dead center, middle. And Manzardo does what you're supposed to do, take it back through the box. And obviously, with it making Mickey Moniak move laterally, Jose Ramirez, he knows he's going first to third.
Carlos Santana is 1 for 3. 1 out, first and third again. But Bellinger would strike out. Big swing.
I'm also shocked by that for Cody Bellinger. I mean, that just tells me he's finally adopted a two-strike approach. Because I don't feel like he had one when he was with the Dodgers.
I mean, he made an adjustment with the Cubs a couple years ago. But you're right, with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, Spilly, since 2023, so it's now 3 years, he has a 15% strikeout rate. That's another hit. Santana's going to drive in a run. He's digging for second. He's got himself a double on a head-first slide. And now Cleveland is comfortably ahead, 5-0. 46th RBI for Santana. Still going strong at 39. Reaches back, gets triple digits, 0-1 on Gabriel Arias. 5 runs, 8 hits now. No runs, 3 hits for the Rockies. Cleveland, this may surprise some of you. Over the last 3 weeks, 20 ball games, highest scoring team in baseball.
It is surprising.
That's strike 3 on Arias. Fastball at 101. We refer to those sometimes as the hacked off fastball. You can see it on the face of Victor.
Fans, Tuesday, August 5th is BOGO Hot Dog Night at Coors Field. Be sure and head toward any participating concession stand to buy yours and get one for free. Courtesy of Hempler's All Beef Franks.
Nolan Jones, 0 for 2 and a walk. And a big bouncer to first. That'll end the inning. 2 runs come around. There were 4 hits in the inning. The Rockies in the 9th inning trailing by 5. gave up 4 runs. Now 3 were unearned, but the Rockies came from behind in the 9th and beat the Guardians 8-6. Smith is the new 9th inning man with the situation involving Emmanuel Clase. And his first fastball is upstairs by quite a bit. It's ball 1.
Smith is the 5th reliever for the Guardians tonight. The first 4, 13 of 16 first pitch strikes and 9 counts of 0-1 or 1-2.
This is in the air to Jones. 1 out. I'll bring up Ezekiel Tovar.
Hitting now for the Rockies.
Tovar's hit it in the air 3 times. He's flown out to center and left twice. Called a strike, 0-1. Well, the Rockies lost yesterday 10-4, but they had hits in every inning except the first yesterday. They ended up hitting 3 homers, solo home runs, Jordan Beck, Michael Tolia, Kyle Farmer. Tonight, they have just 3 hits. And they had traffic really in only 1 inning. The 7th inning with 2 outs, they had 2 men on. The hits owned by Freeman, Orlando Arcia, and Warming Bernabel. Two strikes on Tovar. Cleveland has an off day tomorrow. The Twins are coming in this weekend. And this ball's driven to left center field, but Kwan, as he did in Tovar's previous couple of at-bats, he was situated in left center field. Good scouting report. And now the Rockies are down to their last out. Hunter Goodman coming up. Hunter 2 strikeouts and a walk tonight.
The kid's fastball with the lead extension. I mean, you have to play it up, think about it like it's 100 miles an hour.
This is popped up around the dugout, and Santana has a play, and that's the ball game. In about 2 hours flat, the Rockies lose 5-0. This was the 37th matchup all time between Colorado and Cleveland. Cleveland with the win takes a 19-18 lead all time. That's the first time Cleveland has ever shut out the Rockies. 5-0 final. The UC